People often say the ideal person loves company, thrives in crowds, and gains energy from constant interaction. They claim that if you prefer your own space, if you enjoy solitude more than gatherings, something must be wrong with you, that you're broken, that you need fixing. Yet, here's the quiet truth. The ones who feel uneasy with visitors often understand something deep about energy, identity, and the sacred value of space. They're not avoiding life. They're guarding something rare. They're respecting a truth forgotten by the constantly social and always available crowd. Your home isn't only walls and a roof. It's more than a place to store furniture and rest. Your home is a reflection of you, the physical form of your inner world. Every room, every corner, every still place mirrors part of your mind. When someone enters, they don't just step through a door. They cross into your inner being. Think about what happens after a long day of social roles, of playing the worker, the friend, the responsible adult. When you return home, you come back to yourself. You take off the mask. You drop the guard. You finally breathe. Home is where performance stops and being begins. Then the doorbell rings. Instantly, you must wear the mask again. You must become what I call the social self, the version that knows how to smile, how to host, how to entertain. Even inside your own sanctuary, you're pushed back into performance mode. So is it strange that you resist this? Is it odd that a part of you pulls away? But the discomfort you feel around visitors isn't only about saving your energy or keeping your peace, though both matter. It's something deeper. It's about your natural wiring. There are two main ways people connect with the world. Some gain energy from outside themselves, from noise, people, and movement. Put them in a crowd and they light up. The world fills them. But others, maybe you among them, work the opposite way. Your strength comes from within. You recharge through quiet, through solitude, through stillness. The world doesn't fill you, it empties you. Your private space is where you refill the well. Once you understand this, everything looks different. You're not being rude when you want no visitors. You're not antisocial when you choose an empty house over a busy one. You're simply respecting your natural rhythm. A violin doesn't try to sound like a drum. A river doesn't apologize for flowing downward, and you don't need to say sorry for needing quiet the same way others need company. Your discomfort with visitors can also reveal something deeper about your inner world. Each of us carries what some call the shadow, the parts we avoid, the feelings we suppress, the fears we hide, the traits we bury because they weren't accepted. When someone steps into your space, your mind senses a threat to that inner balance. It's not rudeness, it's protection. Your unconscious knows you're not ready for certain things to be stirred. You're still sorting through your own emotions, and the presence of another person can break that process. Picture this. You're working on a fragile puzzle, every piece laid out carefully. The pattern is forming, connections appear, and then someone bumps the table. Everything scatters. You start over. That's what a visit can feel like when you're doing inner work. There's also a symbolic side to this that few people notice. Your home is more than a structure. It's a mirror of your soul. In dreams, a house often represents the self. The living room is what you show the world. The bedroom is your private truth. When someone enters, they cross sacred ground. They step inside the temple of your being. If you value self-understanding, if you're exploring your inner landscape, visitors can feel intrusive, even if they mean well, even if you love them. Because the real work of becoming yourself happens in silence. It happens when you're alone with your thoughts, your fears, your questions, when no one's watching, when there's nothing to prove. The face you wear for the world isn't false,
but it's incomplete. It's an adaptation. Yet when you wear it too long, even at home, you lose contact with who you are beneath it. Every time you host when you'd rather rest, every time you talk when you crave quiet, every time you act pleasant when you need solitude, you abandoned yourself. You trade truth for acceptance. And here lies the trap. You've probably done this for so long that guilt now follows your wish to be alone. You think solitude is wrong. You think you should enjoy guests, that you should be more open. But who made that rule? Who decided that the ideal person must always be available, open, ready for company? Some of us are built for depth, not display. Some are made to know a few deeply, not many shallowly. Some are called to stillness, not because we dislike people, but because that's where our best work happens. Across time and cultures, stories describe the same figure, the hermit, the wise one who lives alone, finding truth in solitude. This person isn't a failure or an outcast. They follow a path inward. Today, people drown in noise, messages, and constant demands. Phones ring, notifications pile up, and everyone stays connected, yet restless. That quiet part of you that avoids visitors isn't strange. It's ancient. It's the same inner call that says, be still, be silent, be alone, so you can finally hear your own soul. This doesn't mean cutting off all contact or rejecting relationships. Balance matters. Connection matters. But your need for solitude isn't a flaw. Your resistance to visitors isn't selfishness. It's awareness. You're protecting your energy, your peace, and your center. People today forget silence. They forget that the soul needs stillness as much as the body needs sleep. When you prefer an empty evening to a noisy gathering, you're not rejecting life. You're choosing life that feels real. You're saying your inner world deserves care. You're saying your peace has value. The world will often disagree. Family may call you difficult. Friends may call you distant. Society may label you antisocial. But deep down, you know the truth. You know that in solitude, you feel more alive, more grounded, more real. Silence feels like returning home. Alone doesn't mean empty. It means full of yourself, of clarity, of truth. People who drain you, who fill your space with noise, who make you perform in your own home, aren't wrong. They just live by a different rhythm. Their energy feeds on company. Yours renews in stillness. Let them chase their noise. You don't owe them your space. You have permission to say no, to protect your quiet like it's sacred, because it is. The world needs both, the loud and the silent, the extroverts and the deep thinkers. It needs those who speak and those who listen, those who move outward and those who go inward. The world needs people who can sit in stillness and see clearly, who find fullness in silence, who understand themselves without the noise of others. Your unease with visitors reveals your truth. You're not meant to live on the surface, jumping from one conversation to another. You're meant to go deep. Stop calling yourself antisocial or broken. That resistance you feel is guidance. It's reminding you that your energy is precious, that your inner space deserves protection. When you stop fighting your nature, when you release the guilt of wanting to be alone, something changes. You become more real, more alive. When you do meet others, you're present. You give from fullness, not from exhaustion. But to reach that fullness, you need silence. You need space. You need home to be a refuge, not a stage. You need moments where no one asks anything from you, where no mask is required, where you can simply exist. So when someone knocks and that familiar resistance rises, don't fight it. Don't explain or justify it. Listen. It's telling you to guard your peace. It's telling you that solitude isn't selfish, it's sacred. You're not required to open your door. You're not required to be available. You're allowed to say no. Those who care will understand. Those who respect you will honor your boundaries. Those who value you won't ask you to trade your peace for their comfort. Your home is your temple. Your silence is your teacher. The part of you that avoids company isn't a flaw, it's your compass, showing you the way back to yourself. Close the door if you must. Turn off the lights. Let the phone ring. Sit in the quiet. Breathe. Feel your body rest. Notice what appears when no one needs anything from you. This is where you find yourself. This is where you heal. This is where real growth begins, and it begins alone. The outside world will always ask for attention, but your inner world needs care. Protect it. Set limits. Say no to the noise so you can say yes to your truth. This isn't escape, it's return. It's remembering who you are when you stop performing for others. If that means fewer visitors, fewer plans, and more nights in silence, so be it. You spend most of your life with yourself. That relationship needs time, space, and quiet to grow. Your energy belongs to you. Your time belongs to you. You have every right to protect both. So next time the doorbell rings and tension rises, trust it. Don't explain. Don't apologize. Honor it. The kindest thing you can do for yourself may be to lock the door and sit in your own company. That's where you feel at home. That's where you remember what matters. What matters isn't how social you seem, but how true you are to yourself. The hermit walking alone through the dark isn't lost. He's finding his path. The light he carries isn't borrowed. It's his own understanding, born in stillness, protected from noise. That same light lives in you.